Most times when people talk about the benefits of taking cold showers or cold exposure in general, usually they put a lot of emphasis on the physical side, the physical benefits, but not so much on the neurological, neurochemical, nervous system, subconscious benefits for doing so. And let me tell you, your baseline level of discipline will increase so much by taking cold showers daily. I'm gonna walk you through all of that, and I'm gonna list so many benefits that you will just wanna jump into a cold shower right here, right now. This is so good because you do it multiple times a day, at least 2 times a day. When you do it 2 times a day, eat, reset your baseline level, like I said, increase the baseline level of your discipline. Also, what it does, it recalibrates your stress receptors, and your stress tolerance increases as well. Let me tell you, this is huge. In life, we experience so much stress all the time. And this is involuntarily the stress that comes at you just from life. But when you voluntarily expose yourself to stressful situations, such as cold shower, it's stressful. It's stressful for the body and also for the mind. I'm going to walk you through everything, the steps that you need to take in order for you to actually do it correctly and not damaging yourself and pull it off. Because if you try it and you don't succeed, you will see yourself as a failure. But with the preparation that I'm going to help you in today's session, you're going to pull this off. Because this can be a magic and kind of like a hidden tool that you're going to use, and people will not understand how you're so strong and stoic. And whether you're going through a breakup right now or any kind of challenge in your life, you need this. And you know what? You don't even need this just for that. You need it to raise your baseline, like I said, discipline, plus to recalibrate your stress receptors and increase your stress tolerance. When you are doing this, you will become unstoppable. And this is today's session aim. I'm Coach Paz Goldman. Let's dive in. So, cold showers are not powerful just because cold is healthy. They're powerful because they retain the relationship between discomfort and danger. That distinction changes everything. After a breakup or any kind of challenge in your life, most people are not just emotionally hurt, their nervous system becomes threat-oriented. Their body starts to reacting to silence, uncertainty, loneliness, rejection, withdrawal, memory, lack of control. How many times are we going through this in our life? And it's not necessarily just a breakup. It can be so many other things, other stressors. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes it's business. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's even friendships. It's everything. Now, when there is emotional memory and discomfort, as if your survival itself is under attack, that's why people spiral. Not because they're weak, but because their nervous system lost its tolerance for internal discomfort. Cold showers directly train this mechanism. And I'm going to explain it to you, like I said, neurologically and psychologically. You're going to be an Iron Man or Iron Woman if you want. I know that females don't like to take cold showers because you think it's bad for you. Let me tell you, it's good for you. It's also scientifically proven. I'm not going to get into the science. You're going to do your own homework. I'm just here to provide to you the information that I know to be true, and you're going to do with this whatever it is that you want. But let me tell you, when you are exposing yourself to these cold showers constantly, you will become so much stronger, and you will just see things differently. And the way that you're about to do this, I'm going to go deeper, but the way that you're going to do it is at least twice a day and at least 2 minutes a day. That's it. And when you take the cold shower, there is no hot before, no hot after. You will need to start training the voice in your mind that is weakening you. The voice in your mind that this is your lower self, because you have two voices in your head, your higher self and your lower self. Your lower self says, I don't want to do that. But your lower self tells you things like, let's procrastinate. Let's not do this right now. Let's not do that right now. And the shower is just one more thing that it procrastinates. When you are conquering this voice, paf, just tell him, bitch, shut up. Shut up. and you are strengthening the boss voice inside you. That's the thing. So it goes like this. Twice a day, in the morning, as soon as you wake up, get up, get your ass into a cold shower, get out. You start your day with the nervous system shock, but it's a good shock because you are in control. Number one. Number two, like I said, before bed, before you go to sleep, and in the middle of the day, if you need that, also take a cold shower. You discipline yourself so many times, and it's beautiful. Now let's talk about the benefits. Cold showers train your brain to stay calm under stress. You stay calm under stress. And by the way, when I was in the military, we did only cold showers. And sometimes I said to my commanding officer, I said, why aren't we having hot water? The army, we don't have the budget for it. We're warriors. We need to have hot shower. And he looked at me. It's like, you pussy. I remember his face. It's like, do you want to be strong or do you want to get weaker? And in the army, they throw a lot of insults at you, like tampon this, tampon that. I remember these things because I remember being so disciplined. And I said to myself, I want to be stronger. And when I faced a lot of, and cold showers, you might think it's a little thing, but it trains your nervous system to remain stoic and remain strong. I went through so much in my life, not just in the army. And through this minor discipline, what seems to be a minor discipline, let me tell you, this is not minor discipline, this is major. And I never get mad. I never get mad. And I think I can safely say that this is a part of it. Never get mad. You can't get me mad. Because I've been in so many stressful situations, and the cold shower that I'm taking every day for years now, literally years, it helps me to keep myself in check. It helped me to keep myself in check. Of course, this is not the one and only thing, but this is one of the things. And you want to start with one thing, and it snowballs. You start to see, oh, I'm so disciplined with this. And then you start being disciplined with another thing. I do this that I don't want to do. And then you do another thing that you don't want to do. And get this, you guys. Now it's 8:20 p.m. Friday night. Friday night. And instead of going out and partying, I'm recording a video. Do you think that this is what I want to do? No, this is not what I want to do. But this is what I'm doing because I said I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out later. But work becomes first. Discipline becomes first. So, yep. I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walk the walk. So the moment that the water hits your body, your nervous system instantly interprets this as stress. Heart rate spikes, breathing becomes chaotic, muscle tense, the body wants to escape. And most people immediately panic mentally. I can't, this is horrible, get me out. But you remain grounded. If you start breathing slowly, if you relax the shoulders, then if you stay present instead of resisting, your brain learns stress is no danger. Discomfort is survivable. I can remain regulated under intensity. The nervous system is training. Not on motivation, not hype, conditioning. Over time, this transfers into all areas of life. Now when emotional pain hits, you breathe instead of panic, observe instead of react, stay centered instead collapsing. That is masculine nervous system control. Before the shower, you will see there is a debate. Should I, shouldn't I? I want to, I don't want to. I can't, I can't. Then you see, you start channeling your line of thought to a warrior mindset, not worry. Don't worry. You're not worrying. You're just becoming a warrior. And this is a beautiful trait. Forget about it, whether you're a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. You need discipline. You need a strong nervous system. And let me tell you one more thing. If you're not disciplining yourself and strengthening yourself and leaning into discomfort and put yourself in voluntarily stressful situations, life will throw at you stressful situations to strengthen your nervous system, but you will never be strong enough. You will always reacting. It's not a response. When you take a cold shower deliberately, you're in a response mode. You're not in react mode, completely different. And when you hit with the stress again in your life from out of nowhere, you're prepared because you put yourself in this stressful situation and now you know how to handle it. Beautiful. Number two, It reverses emotional fragility. And just know something about emotional fragility. If you don't strengthen your nervous system and raising your stress tolerance, your baseline stress tolerance, the level of your stress tolerance, this is where people start becoming neurotic. And neurosis, it's pretty much the main cause of it is pain avoidance, stress avoidance. So when the nervous system does not know how to deal with stress and pain, it deflects it automatically, and this is causes people to become neurotic. And when you're neurotic, everything triggers you immediately. Stress, panic. I can see people so neurotic these days that even if they don't find a parking spot, they get so dysregulated. It can be as little as that. Now, it reverses emotional fragility. Most emotionally destroyed people unconsciously trade themselves to avoid discomfort. The brain becomes conditioned like this: pain, emergency; discomfort, threat; emotional activation, catastrophe. So now, after a breakup trigger overwhelms them, they see the name of their ex, being ignored, being alone, thinking about them with someone else, uncertainty. Cold exposure retrains the opposite association. You voluntarily enter discomfort and survive it. That creates new neural pathways. I can handle hard things. And the nervous system starts believing through evidence, not affirmations and bullshit. That is important. The brain trusts experience more than just words, affirmations, or whatever. It trusts you, and you show by actions. By your actions, your nervous system tracks everything you do, everything you say to yourself. The nervous system is very wise, and it knows when you're bullshit or when you're not. And I'm going to give you just my example. My nervous system knows that if I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I said I'm going to record this video before I go out today, and I'm recording it. Trust me, everything in me screams, I don't have to do that. I really don't have to do that. But I did. Because my nervous system, I don't lie to myself. I don't cheat on myself. I don't say to myself, oh, that's okay. No, it's not okay. You said it, you're going to do it. That's it. You said it, you're going to do it. As simple as that. Number 3, cold showers build distress tolerance. Like I said, this is one of the biggest healing mechanisms after a heartbreak. People think healing means no feeling pain. No, that's wrong. Real healing means feeling the activation without becoming consumed by it. That's the thing. Cold showers train exactly that. You experience intensity, shock, urge to escape, physical discomfort, mental resistance, and you remain inside without fleeing. This is literally emotional resilience training, because heartbreak recovery is not how do I avoid pain. It is how do I stop collapsing inside pain. Huge difference. You're not collapsing anymore. There is nothing immobilize you and destabilize you to the degree that you say, I cannot do anything. And listen, you guys, I've been through so much lately, so much. And it didn't destabilize me. I was like, yeah, sucks. It is what it is. Move on. And I moved on. That's it. That's it. It's so beautiful when your nervous system works with you and not against you. Before, my nervous system used to work against me all the time. Now my nervous system trusts me. So it knows. We don't stress about anything. People come, people go, things come, things go. It's all good. It's all good. Number 4, they rebuild self-trust. After a breakup, or after any challenge, or after anything that you've been suppressing and you've been minimizing yourself, many men, many people lose respect and trust in themselves, especially if they, after a breakup, I'm going to give an example after a breakup. If they beg, chased, upset, spiral, lost discipline, stop training, stop leading themselves, cold showers create daily evidence that you do what is difficult even when you don't feel like it. Every morning becomes nervous system vote. I lead myself. I do not negotiate with weaknesses. I move towards discomfort voluntarily. That restores respect. And self-respect is one of the deepest healers after emotional devastation. Number 5, cold exposure interrupts rumination loops. When you're heartbroken, the brain gets trapped in repetitive emotional loops, replaying conversations, fantasizing reconciliation, checking social media, imagining scenarios, analyzing betrayal, searching for certainty. Why? Because the nervous system is hyperactivated. Cold exposure forcefully pulls attention back into the body. The brain stops drifting because survival attention activates immediately. For a moment, there is no fantasy, no overanalysis, no emotional movie, only breath, only presence, only sensation. That interprets matters neurologically. That interpretation matters neurologically. You're teaching your brain, I can exist in reality again instead of mental obsession. You pull yourself out of any kind of stressful situation. It can be a breakup, it can be a heartbreak, it can be any kind of stressful situation. You train yourself into focusing on what you want to focus. And the body immediately gets a shock. Immediately, all the attention comes to the body, and now you're sitting with it. And you enjoy that. At some point now I enjoy that. The colder the shower, the better. And I got an ice bath also in my backyard because I love it. I love it. I hate it, but I love it. I don't love it when I do it, but what I love is that I'm disciplining myself. It's a moment that I'm actually disciplining myself. And I say, now I want to train my nervous system. This is a nervous system training. When I go, I lift at the gym. This is for my physical health. The cold showers and the cold exposure and the ice bath, this is for my mental health, my mental strength. This is the mental gym. Number 6, cold showers increase capacity, nervous system capacity, and this one is crucial, you guys. A weak nervous system has low capacity. A weak nervous system has low capacity. What it means? Small stress overwhelms it. Text messages, panic, conflict, collapse, silence, obsession, uncertainty, dysregulations. But nervous system adapts through exposure. Cold showers gradually expand your stress tolerance window, so eventually you can feel more without breaking. This is why disciplined men often appear calmer under pressure. They train the capacity. Most people train discomfort, train avoidance, train multitasking. How many times have you seen a person, maybe this is you, watching TV, one eye on the TV, one eye on the phone? Forget about this, that these two things are stupid as fuck, but people do it all the time. Scrolling and watching TV at the same time. This is the worst. This is in decreasing stress tolerance because there is so much discomfort within that you try to distract yourself completely and not feel anything instead of leaning in. Cold showers made you feel everything. This is why weak people will never do that. Would you do that? Drop a comment below with the snow icon that I know that you're going to take a cold shower right now. Number 7, they break addiction to immediate relief. After breakups, people become addicted to regulation behaviors, checking their phones, stalking social media, seeking reassurance, contacting their ex, dopamine scrolling, porn, junk food, constant distraction. Why they do that? Because they cannot tolerate internal discomfort. Cold showers train delayed relief. You stop obeying the immediate urge to escape discomfort. This strengthens impulse control, discipline, emotional regulation, dopamine regulation, frontal cortex control over emotional reactivity. In simple terms, you become less controlled by your feelings, and that changes your entire life. Entire life. Just imagine what your life would be if you were not so controlled by how you feel. You actually did what you need to do when you needed to do it, regardless of your emotional state. How beautiful would that be? And this is what you can gain by doing this. Number 8, the deeper psychological shift. The real transformation is identity. You stop seeing yourself as fragile, heartbroken, abandoned, emotionally helpless, and start becoming grounded, capable, disciplined, and regulated. Dangerous under pressure. Not because cold water magically heals trauma, but because every day you're teaching your nervous system, I can enter discomfort voluntarily and remain myself. That is the opposite of panic-based living. And now, one important reality that I want to tell you before we are finishing for today's session. Cold showers are not substitute for sleep, training, nutrition, purpose, grieving, reflection, human connection, and therapy if needed. But they are one of the best daily tools for training nervous system resilience, especially after heartbreak. Because heartbreak is largely nervous system injury, not just emotional event. And right now, your goal is not just getting over someone. Your goal is becoming a man or a woman whose nervous system is no longer controlled by pain, fear, uncertainty, or emotional withdrawal. This is real power. Most men and women never train that. People don't train that because it's so painful to train that. This is one of the most painful things to train. People rather, like I said, lean into comfort, temporary comfort, instead of temporary discomfort. And when you're not leaning into temporary discomfort and you choose temporary comfort, you will start to become neurotic. You guys, this is serious. I told you, neurosis is serious. Pain avoidance will cause your nervous system to get weaker. You have an opportunity every day when you take a shower to use it as a nervous system training, as a tool. It's a tool. You can use it or not. That would be completely up to you. So that's it. I hope this video helped you. And I really hope that you're going to get your ass in a cold shower right now. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you again in the next one.